Welcome to I Like to Online, and now for something fun and actually quite mysterious. Some of us that are old enough, like me, may remember that there used to be a game on television called Let's Make a Deal. And sometimes they would put something behind 3 doors. Behind one door would be a very nice price, like an automobile, and behind the other 2 doors would be something like a goat or a chicken or an array of flowers or something like that, or maybe a small constellation prize of $50 or $100, and you wouldn't be quite as happy with that if you missed winning the car. And so they would place the car behind one of the doors, and then they would ask you to pick a door. So let's say we pick door number 2. Now you wouldn't know where the car was, and so you realize you only had 1/3 chance to win that car. And then they would play a little trick on you. They would open up one of the doors and show that there was nothing much there. At least the car wasn't there. Maybe they would show the chicken. And so now you knew that the car was either behind the door that you picked or behind the other door. And then they would ask you, would you like to switch your choice? Would you like to go and choose the other door? Now, you may say, well, if there's only 2 doors left and the car is either behind this door or behind this door, you have a 50-50 chance by picking either one whether or not you'll get the car or you won't get the car. But actually, that's not the case. It turns out you have a better chance of winning the car if you switch doors. Now here you say, well, wait a minute, I had picked the right door and now I picked the other door and I lose the car. But it's deceiving. So let's play the game. Let's see what happens. So here we have 3 doors, 3 cups. We're going to place the chicken underneath one, the very nice automobile underneath the other, and an array of flowers on the other. And so now we realize it's here, but it doesn't matter. Let's say we pick door number 2. And the host says, well, behind door number 3 is not the automobile. What would you like to do? And says, well, if you watch this video, you say, I should switch the doors? Well, let's try that. You're going to switch doors, you open it up and go, oh, bummer, I lose. So we lose on that try. Okay, there's 2 other possibilities. So let's say you pick this door. And so the host has only one choice but to show you the other door, the 3rd door. So now you don't know if it's going to be, the car is going to be here or here, but you're told switch. Okay, you switch doors, so instead of opening this door, you open this door and you won the car. 1 win, 1 loss. But there's one more scenario. So in the first try, you pick this door. On the second try, you pick this door. On the 3rd try, you'll pick this door. All right, you pick this door. And the host says, okay, let me show you another door. And the host shows you this door. And so now the host asks you, would you like to switch or stay? Well, if you switch, what happens? You switch to this door, and guess what? You win the car again. So now you win the car twice and lose once. In other words, you have 2/3 chance of winning the car if you switch doors. 1/3 chance to lose the car. Amazingly, it's not a 50-50 proposition. So, well, wait a minute. We could do this another time, right? For example, what if we put the car over here? All right. Again, you don't know which door the car is behind. And so let's say you pick this door. And the host says, okay, there's nothing behind this door. Would you like to switch? And you say, yes, I'd like to switch. You switch over here. And guess what? You win the car. Okay, put everything back. Now, you pick this door. You don't know what's underneath, but the host says, well, let's say, take a look over here. He says, there's nothing there. Would you like to switch? I say, yes, I would like to switch. You switch to the other door, and guess what? You win the car again. And the 3rd possibility, you now pick this door. The host says, all right, let me show you what's behind this one. And the host says, would you like to switch? He says, yes, I would like to switch. You switch to this door, and unfortunately, you don't win the car there. But again, notice, there's 2 chances of winning, 1 chance of losing, 2/3 chance of winning the car. Let's do one more try. Let's put the card over here. Okay. And let's start out by saying you pick this door. And the host says, all right, let me show you this door. No car there. Would you like to switch? And he says, yes, I would like to switch. You switch to this door. And guess what? You didn't win the car. You lose. All right. But instead, let's say that instead of picking this door, you pick this door. And the host says, okay, let me show you what's behind this door. Would you like to switch? And you say, yes, I would like to switch. You go to this door and you win the car. And finally, you pick this door. And the host says, all right, let me show you what's behind this door. It's not the car. Would you like to switch? And the answer is yes. You go to this door, and guess what? You win the car again. So it doesn't matter where they place the car. It doesn't matter which door you start with. Every single time, if you pick a door, they show you one of the doors where the prize isn't, you should switch, because then you have a 2/3 chance of winning the car and only 1/3 chance of losing. So if you ever get to play a game like that, you know what to do in order to up your chances and improve your chances of winning that car. So always switch. If they show you one of the doors with nothing behind it, then there's a 2/3 chance the prize will be behind the other door that you didn't pick the first time. And that is how that works.